I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles,
New to this whole YouTube thing, but today we have a 2020 Mustang 5.0 coming in for 550-piece Starlight kit. So here's what comes with the kit. Get your remote, got the app, a couple different switches I install. Customer wanted this one hidden underneath the dash. We got our projector box here, our meteor light, and then the strands themselves. This is the meteor strand, and then this is the big main stars. So first things first, get these seats out of here. We're gonna take these covers off and access the Torx under there. Once you got your T55 bolts out, we got two plugs right here that control the power to the seat, and then those should be free.
I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross the...
Now that the seats are out, it's time to remove the visors and the dome light. To remove the sun visor, you need a T15 right up in there, and then you take this little piece off right here, like so, just snaps right off there. Then you want to come up in here and push these two together. You can do it at the same time, it should slide out. To remove the dome light, you got two clips, one here, and just pulls out and then unplug your wires. Now that your visors and dome light are off, come to the back here. You got a T15 up in there and a T50 right here. Once you have everything loose, take off your A-pillars, just clips, and then come back here, loosen all this stuff up, and your headliner should be ready to drop. So there was two clips right up in there that go right up in here. So after those two are done, it should drop. Now that your headliner is out of the vehicle, you want to go ahead and place all your stars. So this is my rough draft here. Got your meteor line. Since we have 60 strands of meteor, I went 15 inches across, and then 1/4 inch I placed each meteor. So that way it'll shoot across like that. And then for the big sections, we had 6 sections and 550 stars, which gave us about 91, 92 in each section. So I put 92 in the front 4 and 91 in the back. And also with the meteors, you're gonna wanna get them all singular. That way you can put them in individually. That's a pain in the ass to do. But then after all your holes are counted, now it's the fun part, and you can poke them all. I personally use a set of channel locks and a drywall tip or a drywall nail that I've sharpened, and it pokes right through headliners perfectly. I've got all the holes poked. I personally like to run the meteor in first, and they're 5 strands a piece. So I'll do 1 strand and then put it in the box and another strand, and so on and so forth. So I've got the first section of meteor in and hot glued. I put a little bit of electrical tape every so often to try and keep it a little bit neat. And then I put it already in the box. That way I got my first one, and I'll put them all in a row. That way they go back and forth like the meteor should. And yeah. So if you did it right, you should have something like this. All nice and clean. No big kinks or nothing. But I'm gonna quit for tonight, be back on it tomorrow to fill in the big spots. All right, since we have 92 in each section, I counted out 92 strands. And now it's time to add them in one by one and hot glue the back sides. So all the strands are in, all hot glued on the back side. And that's what it looks like with the lights off. Not too shabby. Your next step would be reinstalling everything from the first part of this video and then finish wiring your switch just like this. Bada bing, bada boom. Now it's time to trim the wires. So all I use is just a pair of nail clippers. Come up here, just like that. And they're all done. Now time to put the seats back in and wrap it up. Telling y'all all my secrets, but I can show you where the box is not at, and it's nowhere in here. That's a wrap on the 2020 Mustang headliner. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If so, give this a like and a subscribe, maybe a share if you're feeling wild.